What time is it?
5:24.
That's it. So I'm up at 5:24 in the morning, just driving, having a conversation with Carolyn Hayes, and just thinking about some stuff. And I'm thinking about how people nowadays are willing to compromise their right standing, their righteousness to Jesus Christ for loyalty to other people. And that's just sad. How do we get so loyal? Now, understand this. Loyalty is good to have. And yes, you should be loyal to people who is loyal to you, or who has done something wonderful or great for you in your life. How do you show your love? By being loyal to that person. That's understandable. David protected, what was the fool name in the Bible? Nabal protected him. David and his men protected dumbass Nabal. I call him dumbass. His name even sound like he a dumbass. Actually, don't his name mean fool?
Yes.
Okay. David showed him loyalty. When you get your thank you, fool, you another dumbass. David showed him loyalty by protecting him. And when David wanted some food for his men, this fool said, no. David said, surely by the morning, nobody in your household would have been alive. If your wife or your significant other, and then David took it from you. Shit. David a bad boy. You see, he wasn't loyal to David, but David was loyal to him. So yes, it is a good thing to be loyal to the people that has been loyal to you, or to the people that has done something awesome for you in your life. Yes, you should be that way. I'm loyal to a police officer that's here in Waycross and one that's in Brunswick, because the trouble that I should have been in years ago, I wasn't, because of two cops, and both of them are white. And when whatever they need for me to do, I do it. And no, I ain't talking about snitching, but if you do some bullshit to my family and I can't get to you and I know you did it, yeah, I'm gonna tell on your punk ass. You don't like it? Do something about it. But if they need some help in their yards or whatever, I'm right there. It doesn't matter to me. Why? Because they show loyalty. So, but will I allow my loyalty to them to compromise my standing with Jesus? Hell no. You got a lot of fly-by-night, because they are Christians, but you got a lot of fly-by-night so-called believers of Jesus Christ who will sit up there and say that if Hollywood don't want my Jesus, then Hollywood can't have me. And they will compromise. See, all that was a bid for Hollywood to come get you, because you already had your agenda. But then you got people that work around you and they know who you are. They know who you are. And they Their loyalty because you probably put them in a damn movie. You done did this for them. You done did that for them. You done did this and you done did that. Because you done put these fools in a movie or 2 or 3 or 4 or sitcoms or whatever. Whatever the case may be, you done let your right standing with Jesus be compromised to your loyalty to that fool. Now you going to hell just like that fool. So I was at the house, after I laid my son down to sleep, left him with the nanny. I told Carol, I said, man, I don't go for a ride, man. I said, because I just got a lot on my mind. My son's nanny meaning his mama. Okay, some of you suckers on here want to get a smart ass mouth. These some rough ass roads in Waycross. Why do you let your loyalty to man compromise your right standing with Jesus? It makes no sense to me. I'm sorry, but it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. Now everybody, listen, I don't hate the LGBTQ people. I don't hate that. I don't hate them whatsoever. But I stand against the agenda. And I'm going to continue to stand against the agenda. Like I said, every time somebody says something in Hollywood, the first thing Hollywood want to talk about is homophobe. Because you say that you don't, am I doing all right?
You're right.
Because you say that, I'm talking about with time.
You're good.
Okay. Because you say that you don't like certain things in part of this community, you got to be a homophobe? Really? Really? And do you get people on there, I ain't a homophobe? Motherfucker, you a Jesus-phobe. How about that? You don't like what I stand for. Okay, well, I'm not going to like what you stand for. You pushing your own agenda out there. I mean, so you gonna, so what? I got to eat what you shit out? Nah, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I'm not going to eat what you shit. Period. Everybody want to sit up there now. Everybody want to sympathize. I mean, you can't even turn on the TV no more. Can't do it. Now you got the BET Awards. People worshiping Satan. But we, as supposed to be followers of Jesus Christ, will let these demonic fools sit their ass up there and tell us what we ain't gonna do. What the hell? Where's the fire for God at anymore? That's why I put it up the other day. Does anybody stand for Jesus anymore? I remember there was a prophet in the Bible said, anyone who's on the Lord's side, come over here. Because it seemed to me that nobody wants to stand for Jesus no more. And you hear me speak, oh, he crazy. No, motherfucker, you crazy. Because you sitting your dumb ass up there allowing Satan to tell you what you ain't going to do. Now you got little Uzi, little Nah, whatever the fuck his name is, all on the BET Awards pretending to be riding on Satan, if you will. And it's okay? What? Nobody has a problem with LGBT and how quickly they done moved. All they said was, I won't. And there it is. That's all they had to say, I won't. And there it is. But I didn't see nowhere in the analogs of time where they said, I won't. And somebody had to die for their rights. I didn't see nowhere in the analogs of time where a leader had to die for the LGBTQ community to get their rights. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I didn't see where a civil rights leader had to die because people says that the LGBTQ, so on and so forth, is 3/5 of a man. I didn't see that either. I ain't heard nobody losing their life to give LGBTQ rights. I didn't see that. And I'm not saying people should lose their life. I'm just trying to make a point. And the point is, why in the hell us as African Americans or black people, however you want to call that, we still trying to fight for our goddamn rights. We still fighting. And the only reason why, let's make Juneteenth. And I'm going to tell you something. Y'all can say what you want to say. I don't give two bullet holes from a rat's ass. I'm going to continue to speak the way I speak until the day God shut my lights out. Because somebody should be angry about what's going on in this world today. Nobody, everybody compromising. See? Loyalty to man. Somebody should be upset. But you're not. You don't care. You don't care. I'm talking about everywhere you look now. I can't even turn on the TV no more. It's in the commercials. It's here. It's there. It's everywhere. Where's the fire for God anymore?
Even on children cartoons.
Even on children. My son. You know what? It's a sad, sick thing that I got to sit my ass up there and monitor the cartoons that my son watch. And nobody cares. Well, I do. And if I got to stand by myself, niggeroids, I'm going to stand by myself, because guess what? When I die, and I got to see Jesus face to face, your ass can't talk up for me. I got to stand there personally by myself, and so do you. It ain't all right for my son to see two same-sex people kissing in a retarded ass fucking cartoon. What the fuck is going on? It's like people like us ain't got no more rights.
Nope.
So you can call me a homophobe. I don't give a fuck. But I'm not here to set your sail or float your damn boat. I'm here to tell you the truth. And that's it. You can sit up there and say, oh, the cartoon too violent. But you can sit up there and allow your kids to watch some bullshit. I'm thinking that a cartoon gonna be good. And he sat up there and I'm looking at two same-sex people in Arthur. A cartoon that I grew up on. Arthur. My God. Mr. Ratburn marrying the same sex. The damn teacher, the damn principal, the goddamn rat. But I ain't never heard nobody tell LGBTQ say, aha, hush that fuss. Y'all need to move to the back of the bus. I ain't heard that. I ain't heard that. I never heard somebody tell the LGBTQ community, you need to wait in line. You need to let it go. I never saw somebody in the LGBTQ community get hit in the head with rocks and shit. get a pin put through their chest. I saw Dr. King get that shit did to him. Rosa Parks had to sit to the back of the bus, even though she said, I ain't taking it no more. Many white folk, many black folk, many Indian people, many Jews and so on and so forth died just so we as black people can be called a fucking man. Y'all don't find it disrespectful, damn dumb jackass bitch. If you wasn't in this goddamn truck, I probably would have bust that bitch ass open, stupid ass fucker. Y'all excuse me, but I'm tired of dumb ass, but this motherfucker gonna cut right there in front of me. Stupid ass bitch. Then when you hit them, they got all the world to say fuck you. How about that? Anyways. I can't stand that shit, Carol.
I know.
But I don't care. Anyways. Nobody finds it disrespectful. Okay, I guess you know. Nobody finds it disrespectful that they put LGBTQ Pride Month in the same month that they dedicated to Juneteenth. Nobody finds that disrespectful. Wow. All these goddamn months, why you put it there? What the fuck you putting it there for? All these damn months, you want to give them a month. You got all these months besides Juneteenth. Nigga, give them December. They already part of the gift that keeps on giving. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That shit pisses me off, though, man. Nobody finds it disrespectful. No, what y'all, I find what you say disrespectful. Well, scratch your ass and get glad. I don't give a fuck. This is a free country, and when it stop being a free country, my mouth still gonna be free. Nobody finds it disrespectful that they sit their ass up there and put Juneteenth month Pride Month in the same month as Juneteenth. Nobody finds that disrespectful. Nobody at all. Wow. So you celebrating, you might well say, I'm just saying, so you celebrating a part of black history while you celebrating Gay Pride Month? Is we serious? How in the hell is that can that coexist? So in other words, watch this. In other words, we are being forced. Lord have mercy. We are being forced because they know we're going to want to celebrate Juneteenth. You know, a part of black history. We are being forced to celebrate Gay Pride. Even though we really not, but you really is. But nobody gets a problem. Nobody sees this. No, everything is all right. But can I ask you a question? Where was the LGBTQ community when Dr. King was being fucked over? Where was the LGBTQ community when Medgar Evers was shot down in his driveway in front of his family? Where was the LGBTQ community when Rosa Parks said, I ain't taking it no damn more? Where was the LGBTQ community when Malcolm X was murdered for trying to help us out? Where was it? But you can so disrespectfully give the LGBTQ community a month in the same month and nobody says nothing about this? What the fuck? The only reason why people that they gave you Juneteenth month, they dedicated Juneteenth month, was just give you something you can shut the hell up. They just throw y'all up on y'all just like, let's go right up on them, your balls. You Willie Lynch motherfuckers. See, half of you niggas don't know shit because you ain't never read the Willie Lynch letter. It took a black man to tell a Caucasian man how to treat his slaves, how to control them. Maybe that's why y'all don't have a problem with being disrespected in a month that should be dedicated to the excellence of black people. Maybe that's why you don't have a problem, because most of y'all got Willie Lynches in your blood. Like I said, gay pride can do whatever the hell they want to do, but when you start shitting on my front porch, I'ma sweep your ugly ass right off of there. I'm talking about we tried to bombard the government and give us our rights. We were murdered. Go back and look at the movie called Bloody Sunday. Our ancestors was raped, murdered, beat, killed, lynched. Go back and look at the pictures. Eyes bulging out their head, tongues hanging out their mouth. Go back and look. Dr. King knew he would die for helping black people. A college graduate, smart as all get out. They gunned him down. What was the LGBTQ community then? What was it? What was it? I'm not saying that Dr. King didn't like gay people. I'm not saying that at all. Believe me or not, I have gay people that I associate with, I talk to, but they know my stance, and they know where I'm coming from. They respect my position, I respect their position. But when you start clouding and grinding it, we want this and we want that and we want this and we want that. Why the hell people ain't telling them to wait? And every time they being told to wait, you a homophobe. That's what you is. You a homophobe. Fuck you. No goddamn homophobe. In my book, you will understand why I say I ain't no homophobe. I ain't no goddamn homophobe. I just don't like goddamn bullies. I don't like what I'm seeing. Damn near every other commercial I watch, they go that nasty shit. Is anything hidden anymore? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I'm not saying people should go out there and keep it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not that pastor bitch made ass Anderson who said all gay people should be lined up and shot in their head. Fuck you. I don't believe in that. But if we had to wait, don't you think y'all should take y'all time too? If we had to sit back and wait and suffer a little bit, well, y'all just get y'all right just here. There you go. On a silver platter. We respect y'all. There you go. Amen. Everything. And when people like me say I don't agree with that, you a homophobe. That's what you will. Bitch, you don't know me. How you know who the fuck I am? How you know? Do you know my social security number? Do you know what date I was born? You don't know shit about me. So how can you tell anybody, you're a homophobe? Yeah, you're a homophobe. And you're a retarded phobe. How about that? Because you don't know shit about me. And say what you want to. Let me tell you something. Niggas been talking about me since I was born. He crazy. Yeah, we gonna find out just how crazy I'm not when the Lord busts that blue Easter open and your ass is called to be judged. I guess you're gonna call Jesus crazy too. But you know what Jesus said, and I'm done. Jesus said that in the last days, times would go back to Sodom and Gomorrah. Jesus said in the last days, this is how you should know the Bible true. Jesus said that in the last days, it would have been better for you to have lived in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yep.
He said it would have been better for you to live in those times, to have lived back then. He said because the times that are coming is worse and gonna be worse than when it was in Sodom and Gomorrah. And before you want to sit your crazy ass up there and say that Jesus took out Sodom and Gomorrah because of homosexuality, first of all, dingbat, that would have been a hate crime, and Jesus don't hate nobody. Retard. Jesus did not take out Sodom and Gomorrah because of homosexuality. He never did that. That was a small part that was played in this God-forsaken city. If you would pick up a Bible, professor of nothing, if you would pick up a Bible, genius retard, you would see that Jesus took out Sodom and Gomorrah because Jesus said, not Maurice said. But I agree with my master. Jesus said that every vile thing was going on in that city. Jesus said, it's right there in the Bible. Jesus said that there were child sacrifices going on. There were people that were getting married to animals and having sex with animals. This is what Jesus, ain't what Maurice say. I just agree with him. Jesus said sacrifices of the human bodies were going down in this city. Cutting on yourselves, calling up other gods and shit was going on, what was happening in this city. That's what Jesus said. That's what Jesus said. He did not destroy Sodom and Gomorrah because of homosexuality. He never did that. Y'all just want to push that shit. Some of you wicked LGBTQ. Some of you wicked LGBT that's got another agenda in your head. You trying to push that so that you can try to get Jesus out of America. But by God, you will never be able to get him out of America. Because Jesus created America. And this is the land of the free. And I will not be enslaved by no man. Jesus never, I'm finna end it, baby. Jesus never, he never killed or took out Sodom and Gomorrah because of homosexuality alone. That is a hate crime, period. In today's standard, that will be a hate crime. That you would kill somebody because of their sexual orientation. That's a hate crime. Jesus never did that. But how would you feel? But guess what? Some of y'all gonna know how I feel. Mark my words. The Bible said, guess what? Myself, and I believe my pastor and some of you others will not be here to see it. I know I won't be here to see it. I won't be in this world to see it. But some of you gonna have to go through what Jesus said is coming. In the last day, they're gonna walk in your home and take your children.
Come on.
In the last days, they're gonna walk in your house and rape your wife. I'm finna end it. In the last days, they're gonna walk in your house and molest your husband, or rape your husband, or kill your husband. In the last days, they're gonna walk in your house and kill you and your family and set your house on fire. In the last days, they're gonna pull you out of your house and sacrifice you right there in the street. In the last days. And it's already starting. And do you know why they're going to be able to do this? Because you went to the door and you unlocked it. And Satan walked right on in.
Oh, yes.